Hey guys, it's Steven here, back with another video and back with another shirt review. The first time in absolutely ages. Yep, I'm wearing the 2021-2022 Puma home kit for Manchester City Football Club. I'm going to review that today. I'm going to go through it and look at all the positives and negatives of this shirt, and let me know down in the comments what you think. Before I know, I want to say thank you to OneFootball for continuing to sponsor my channel. OneFootball is absolutely awesome, and of course, the first place for all your big Manchester City news, be it transfers, all your stats and all that kind of stuff. So download it right now in the link in the description and stay ahead of all the big news from Manchester City. And of course, it helps support my channel a little bit, and it costs absolutely nothing. So download it right now in the link in the description and then nourish your phone. But let's talk about this shirt. Now, I'm going to initially read what it says on Manchester City's website. It says, Manchester City's new 2021-2022 Puma home kit is inspired by the iconic 93-20 goal, which sealed the club's first Premier League title in the forgettable 2011-2012 season. On sale now, the new shirt is adorned with a striking, all-over repeated graphic of a digital clock, which serves as a tribute to that legendary moment. The new kit is complete with sky blue shorts and hoop socks. Yeah, so there we go, basically. It's all a tribute to 93-20, which of course will come round at the end of this upcoming season, which is interesting. And it has got this little kind of like clock pattern all over it, which looks like a clock without the numbers filled in, which you'll see. There'll be close-ups on screen right now of that showing it. And to be honest, it's okay. I've got what is not the authentic version. I'll get a few things off my chest initially. This is not the players version. This is, which I'll show you on screen now, the players version. The authentic version is about £110, which is ridiculous. And as you'll notice, the main difference between those two, other than performance and all that kind of stuff, is actually the look as well, and the neck. Now, you look at what I'm wearing here. It's more of a classic V-neck. I'm not really a V-neck person, being honest, but at least this is a normal V-neck. If you look at the neck on the authentic version, it's got this kind of like, it's like someone's just cut this collar off here. Like they cut it off and made a scoop neck instead. So it's like that much wider, which is... I don't get that. I'll be totally honest. I think it looks unfinished. It's a very strange look, and that's what the players are going to be wearing. I think it's only going to really look good if you've got bulging pectoral muscles, which I certainly haven't got. You know, I haven't got that at all. So I've got the not the authentic version. I've gone for the fan version for the cheap price of only £70, which is absolutely scandalous. I'm sorry, Puma, if you're watching this. I'm sorry, Manchester City, if you're watching this. It's scandalous. £70 for a football shirt is genuinely taking the piss. It really, really, really is. I bought this for the purpose of this review, of course. I used my supporter number to get 10% off, so I've only paid 63 quid for it. And you can get 15% off as well if you sign up for Puma's newsletter on your first purchase, basically, which makes it less than 60 quid, of course. And I don't really blame, though, at the same time, anyone who gets them via other means, if that makes sense. I'm not going to encourage that because it's illegal, of course. But it's so expensive that I would not blame anyone for having second thoughts about getting this. It's too expensive for a football shirt, and this constant rising price for something that will be defunct in 9 months' time, it ain't it, Manchester City. It ain't it, Puma. It ain't it, football in general. And I bought this just for this video purposes, but thankfully, it's part of my job and what I do to review these things and stuff, so I can get away with it. But I feel sorry for a family who's got to pay hundreds of pounds just to kit out a kid and themselves or whatever, a couple of kids. It's just not on. It's just not on, especially when you've added names to it as well. If I were to name on the back of this one, just a fan shirt, I'm looking at £90, which is just, it's too much money. It's too much money. Onto the actual shirt itself. I'm slightly in between sizes. At the City store, unfortunately, you had to try it on over a t-shirt because of COVID and all that kind of stuff. So I couldn't really tell which fitted best, but the medium felt really small. This is a large, and it's definitely a little bit baggy on me, but it's kind of all right. So this is a large. I'll be honest, I don't really mind. It's not my favourite Manchester City shirt. I don't think it's terrible. You know, it's got these little white bits at the side, and there'll be a closer-up shot as well. The little white bits there, you know, they're okay. They're a nod, I guess, to maybe the white collar trim from the 2011-12 season. I don't really like V-necks full stop, if I'm being honest. That's very much a personal thing. I know not everyone has that problem with V-necks, but for me, I don't really like them, you know? It's just not what I would really... It's not really for me, basically. It's not my kind of thing. The sleeves themselves, you know, it's got that the classic Puma kind of like patch bit at the back as well, where they put the number on. There'll be shots on screen of that now. I'm not really keen on when they don't repeat the pattern, but I understand why they've got to do it for the number of reasons and all that kind of stuff. In terms of technical stuff, according to these labels, It's got moisture management, which technical fabrics wick moisture away from the skin to help keep you dry and comfortable. Oh, cool. All right. It contains recycled materials, forever better, which is kind of cool. And this is just a regular fit one. Just a regular fit, not the actual fancy football fit. And then there's also this little Manchester City label kind of thing on there. The kit's just okay. I'm not a blue shorts person either in terms of the overall kit. I'm not. I can't say I am. I think Manchester City, even though we have got history, and of course the 2011-12 season, we won it with blue shorts. We have history of that. Personal preference is I just think it looks nicer with white shorts. That's just my personal thing. You don't have to agree. Fair enough. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I know Manchester City have history as well in blue shorts, but I don't think it ever looks good, and it reminds me too much of Coventry, even though I know we won the league of it. I get it. But I can't say I'm wrong. You're not wrong. It's just opinion, my personal opinion. But for this kit itself, the clock pattern is kind of interesting. It's all right. It's fine. The collar, kind of boring. The rest of it, ain't much going on. The back, it's a relatively plain shirt that we'll get used to. I do think there's ways they could have made it nicer. For one, on the players, not having that horrible All Saints kind of shite scoop neck. I mean, who wants to look like that? I don't get it. I hate wide necks. Once again, unless you're some muscly guy, and even then I think it looks a bit ridiculous if I'm being totally honest. I think only Kyle Walker just about gets away with it from what I've seen in the press photos. But even then, I still don't think it's I just don't think it's a particularly great look. I just don't think the scoop neck is. This isn't too bad with a V-neck, and I can see why they produced a different neck on the fan version, because, once again, you don't want a bunch of people with beer bellies like that and no chest like me there with a neck hanging out. You don't want it, man. You don't want it. You just don't want it at all. It looked terrible. And the fit itself is just a kind of like, it's okay. I do wish they'd made a few changes. I mean, once again, I would have removed the white from there. I probably would have had a white collar instead, or a circle white collar. I don't know. I don't mind the pattern. The shade of blue's okay as well. It's not my favourite shade of blue, but it's all right. I wish they had the balls with the pattern to go all around the shirt. Understand if they can't, but I think they probably could have. If it was slightly more faded. The quality of the badges. This is actually embossed, which is not too bad, and so is that. Etihad. That's just kind of like stuck on, basically. It's just a very okay kit. It's a very 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 is average for me. Maybe some people would say it's poor. I don't think it's shocking. I think overall, I think this version is nicer than the actual player version. I mean, I think this is okay. I'll get used to wearing it. It's a bit too baggy on me, but then the medium didn't fit and I couldn't try it on properly anyway. But it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's a classic. I'm hoping for more interesting shirts. Maybe the away kit will be more interesting. Maybe the third kit will be. I haven't got high hopes for the third kit, but we'll have to see really. Either way, Puma so far, I don't think they've really nailed it, if I'm being honest, with the home kits. The purple shouldered one, didn't like it. The one with the glass on it from last season, it was okay. It was all right, but I don't think they've really nailed it yet. They're trying different things, but I still feel like we're waiting for a classic Manchester City shirt from Puma. Some people would say we probably already had that, but I don't think we have yet. I think the couple of away ones have been quite nice, but I don't think we've had a classic one yet. And hopefully, the second or third one will be that. But either way, once again, it's another football shirt, Manchester City. It's definitely overpriced. It's far too overpriced. I forgot to put what Nicola thinks of it, by the way, so I'll cut to what Nicola thinks of it right now.
It is indeed recording. I can see the little vagina pot in the corner.
The what?
The vagina pot.
It's a plant pot. Anyway, what do you think of the shirt that your friend got you?
I think it's boring, like most City shirts are, no offence. But I think everyone knows that they're boring. You do look really handsome in it, to be fair. I like the neck. I think it cuts you quite well.
You like the V-neck?
Yeah, I like the
V-necks.
I like the V-neck on you, actually. And it just does look boring blue, but kind of the pattern adds a bit of depth and texture to it. And I said before we started filming this that I was like, oh, is it like a 93-20 pattern? And Stephen explained that with the clock pattern.
Yep, I did. And the previous video.
And in the previous video. But it's alright. It's nothing to... What's the phrase?
Write home about.
Write home about. You just pull it off because you're really hot.
I said in my bit afterwards, it's coming after this, I said, I don't know what she'll say, but she'll make a first comment. So there it was. Thank you.
You just look good in anything.
Thank you.
And nothing as well.
There you go. Wow, give me the camera. I've not seen what she said yet. I haven't filmed that bit yet, so that'll be interesting. She's either mocking me, or she's either saying it looks quite nice actually, or she's making some crude comment, classic Nicola, or she's saying, "Oh, don't like it" or whatever. But you'll see. That's the girlfriend review there from Nicola, or the fiance review, the soon-to-be wife review. Actually, it's upgrading. I can't wait to say that actually. But that is Nicola's verdict. You've seen mine. I think it's an okay shirt. It's all right. I just wish it was a little bit better. The blue reminds me a little bit of the famous Saab shirt, the Manchester City one from years ago. It's not quite the same, but it does remind me of that a little bit. But this shirt is just okay. I mean, I don't think it looks terrible on me, if I'm being honest. I think it looks okay, There we go, I'll show you. It's alright, isn't it? It's okay. It's fine. It's an okay shirt. It's not a classic. I don't think anyone will remember it or love it, but it depends what we do in it. Maybe if we win some trophies in it, everyone will love it a little bit more, but who knows? Guys, that's just my verdict. Let me know in the comments what you make of it. I do enjoy doing these reviews though. As I said, for me, it's a very 5 out of 10, which 5 is bang average. I wouldn't say it's any better than that. I wouldn't say it's good. I wouldn't say it maybe it's potentially pushing poor. I would say 5 out of 10 though for this version as opposed to the actual player version. The player version for me is definitely a 4 out of 10, maybe even a 3.5 or something like that. It's a poor shirt because of the collar. It's just naff. Guys, thanks for watching this. Big love to all my Patreon supporters and Scott Denby as well, my Patreon producer. Scott, to you tomorrow, mate, I'm doing a 10 top 10 Manchester City kits from myself, just by request by Scott. But thank you so much for watching. I might be live on Twitch around 5-ish, I reckon, for a bit. I might see you there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Go to One Football, and I'll see you all very, very soon.